ladies, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sherry Horner. If you're new here, this channel is for women over the age of 50, navigating and embracing the second phase of life. Today, I am talking with Roe Melnicove about her health recovery story and healthy living. So, Roe, welcome to the channel.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, it's been a while since maybe 2005 or 6-ish or something since
Yeah.
But your story hasn't changed. It's only gotten better. So I want you to share that with us today. So Roe is from South Jersey as well, and she is, what is your age?
I'm close to 67, but I'm still 66.
Okay, all right, so close to 67, but you still look wonderful. And you do have a great complexion, and I'm sure that's just one of the benefits of your healthy eating. So can you take us back, excuse me, because you were very, very sick. So start there with when you first got ill and how you navigated through that.
Well, I was diagnosed with systemic lupus with renal involvement when I was 22. My story really started in a hospital bed. The doctors were trying to figure out how to use gravity to get the water out of my legs without having to lie me down because my kidneys had failed. And they couldn't lie me down because I had pleurisy. And I had liver involvement, lung involvement, and kidneys failed 2 times, in and out of the hospital. And matter of fact, Sherry, my former husband of 13 years, my childhood sweetheart, asked me for a divorce, telling me that I was just too sick to be married to. So that was the beginning of my story.
Okay, so once, so you were 22 when you first got sick, and then how old were you what changed? What was it that changed and sent you on the road to healthier living?
Well, I remember asking the doctors if it could be my diet, and they had told me, no, it has nothing to do with your diet. Essentially, just let them treat me with the medications that they had. But I knew that I did not have a medication deficiency, but maybe a whole food deficiency. Maybe the tangy beef barbecues that I was eating and the giant sodas, maybe that had something to do. So I started to change my diet, over the years, little by little, eating more fruits and vegetables. And I did better than some of the lupus patients that were coming in. But I still ended up having chemotherapy to diffuse the inflammation in my kidneys. So you can imagine just sitting there and losing great amounts of hair from, your head, and then having on high dosage of prednisone, hair growing on the sides of my face. But I was doing a little better. And it really wasn't until I was introduced to these plant-based fruits, vegetables, and berries and capsules that I really started to make changes. And I started to crave more fruits and vegetables. And when you crave more fruits and vegetables, you're going to eat them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a good thing. And then because I was feeling better, I started to make other healthy lifestyle changes, which contributed to me getting better too. So I wasn't one of these girls where I just, stop all my medication. My doctors took me off the medications, and I was on high dosage prednisone, Cytoxan, which is a form of chemotherapy, Plaquenil for the pleurisy in my chest. So they tapered me off of that, and I've been symptom free since 1994.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you were still living that healthier lifestyle, and not only for yourself, but your family, and you help others as well. So, and also your fitness regimen. So you're still almost 67, and you're still, oh my gosh, rocking it in the fitness world.
Well, when you feel good and you don't have the aches and pains, and you don't have the joint pain, you're more out to go out and to do that.
Mhm.
And, I went through the a part of my life where I thought that I had to have caffeine, to keep my energy level up. And now today I don't do that. You would be surprised how powerful your body is when you treat it right and you nourish it right. So, on Mondays I'm doing lower body, and Tuesdays today I went out and I ran in our state park there, or I might do a bar class. On Wednesday I'm doing kickboxing. Kathy Friedrich, I film with her on Thursdays. Fridays I'm doing upper body. I'm doing yoga, on the weekend, and running too. So yeah, it has been wonderful. And I think all that has allowed me, to run my business, make my meals from scratch, clean my house, and be there for my adult children.
Mm-hmm. I like what you said. It's amazing how, if you treat your body right, how it responds. And I think a lot of times we kind of, from women that I've talked with, that I've trained over the years and through fitness and wellness, that we have discomfort, pain, and we feel like something's wrong. We go to the doctor, get that medication, because we think, well, she knows what to do for me to help me feel better, relieve this pain. So I'm going to do and take whatever they tell me to do and take. And then we get in that cycle and we forget to kind of be in control of, and I say that because I how do I say this, that I understand when women are in pain and they've tried different things and nothing worked. So they go to the doctor and say, please, help me. And they get pain relief or whatever. And they kind of get in that rut and stick with that. And so they forget about the nutrition. But I like what you reinforce. Like, if you take care of your body, it's going to take care of you. So
yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, we need to get our checkups. Don't get me wrong, but I find a lot of women they have a headache and they reach for ibuprofen or whatever, instead of trying to figure out, why do I have the headache? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to slow down? Am I stressing? We just don't take good care of ourselves, and that's very sad. We wear a badge a lot of times that we're getting 5 or 6 hours sleep, when we really should be working towards those 8 hours. And then that's just so important for your body to recuperate. We want to take care of this one and take care of other people, but we need to take care of ourselves if we're going to be able to give to others. And I think that's just very important. A lot of women will say to me, well, I don't have time to cook or whatever. Well, if it's a priority, you'll have time to cook.
right.
Watch a little less television and make time to cook.
Exactly.
And,
yeah, exactly. It is priority, because I know through my own experience in working with other people, someone made this statement one time, that he said, you ask somebody, let's go for a walk, or let's go exercise. Oh, I don't have time. When you want to go out to eat, sure, what night? So they I want time to go to dinner, but I don't have time to go exercise. But I want to celebrate you, because you do have all this energy, but if you didn't, or you weren't able to do certain things, you would find other ways around that. You would find other. So I want to encourage women watching this today, that if you think, well, I can't run, well, you can try yoga. You can do other things.
that's right.
So it doesn't have to be a high impact activity.
No, you just have to move your body. You're so right. You're so right. Mm-hmm.
Movement is key. So another thing that I really love that you do is you have a garden tower. So those ladies that have watched my videos, they've seen my garden, my first year gardening, and it's just exploded. Maybe I can insert a picture, but I want to insert pictures of your garden tower, because if you could tell us about it, and then I'll add a photo in there so everyone can see it. That's pretty cool. Tell us about the garden tower.
Absolutely. Well, the quality of our food today is very questionable. We never know who's touching our food. Is it going to have E. coli or whatever? And so I really praise you for having a garden, because you know who touched your food. You know what's being put on your food. And that's very important. You know, when you see people in the field with hazmat, you know, suits on, spraying, you know, pesticides on food that we're going to eat, that really worries me. There's just too many people that are coming down with all kinds of diseases needlessly because of really not knowing what they're putting in their bodies. So when our company came up with the Tower Garden, it really wasn't our company. It was the head horticulturist from Epcot. And I don't know if anyone has ever gone through Epcot and seen all the different ways that you can grow fruits and vegetables. But he came up with a home version that is essentially a tower. It has a 25-gallon basin and a tower that goes up. And you can start off with something that's called rock wall, which is kind of like a dried sponge, but it's volcanic rock that has been spun. And you soak it in water, you put some seeds in it, and when the little seedling comes through, you pop it into the tower. And I think, could I talk while you show the towers there? I think they'll understand a little bit better.
Yes, I'll insert during the edit. I will.
Okay, so the tower grows anything above ground except for things from bushes and trees, but you can grow little watermelon, little cantaloupe, you can grow pumpkins that you wouldn't think. Right now, it's at the end of the season for one of my towers, so I mostly have peppers and I have tomatoes on it. My other tower that I had all strawberries, yesterday I washed it up, and today I'm going to be planting little seedlings of all different kinds of lettuces. Lettuces love the cool weather. So I'm growing all year round. I mean, I've had string beans and eggplant and tomatoes and squash and, you know, cucumbers all year round, you know, well, not all year round, in the season from probably April until maybe November. And then I wash it up and I bring it inside. And when I bring it inside, I put grow lights on it. And then I'm growing lettuces and broccoli and cauliflower. I'm limited to what I can grow because I don't have the bees inside helping me out. But I can grow all year round. And that's the amazing thing about the tower. It grows 3 times faster than it does in the ground because it gets oxygen. So the plants that are growing in the holes, their roots are actually going down into the tower. And at the top of the tower, it's being misted with you know, water and nutrients that you add to the bottom of the tower. And so because it's getting the oxygen and being misted with the nutrients, it's growing 3 times faster. And they've proven in different tests that it actually produces 30% more produce than if you grow it in the ground.
Wow.
And it's tasty, the nutrients. Someone had said to me, oh, you'll never have something as good as a Jersey tomato. And I said, yeah, I'll never have something as good as the Jersey tomato. But I'll tell you what, they're comparable. They really are. And I think it's because of the earth minerals that we're adding to the water. So having, you know, when you grow it and you're not being bothered by, you know, pest and, you know, bugs, they tend to be attracted to the soil. You don't have that. You have minimum pest when you're growing above ground like that. So really, it's just tower to table. I'm just harvesting. So I'm not really doing much except, you know, harvesting. And I like that, you know, so it makes it convenient that I have fresh food on the table. And that has added to my health too. I've seen a difference with the powdered produce that I'm taking in capsules, with, you know, my hair, my skin, my nails, and the more important things that are happening inside of me. So
now I think I met you when you had just turned 50. And I remember some ladies around were going, what? You're 50? Like, I mean, like, I wasn't old.
I wish I was 50 now.
But they were like 30 or whatever. And they were like, what? You're 50 because you looked 30. And so now you don't look much more than 40, but yeah, so you're looking great, and it's all that healthy living that, but besides how we look, I want to commend you because you feel great and you have this positive energy that not only for yourself but for anybody who is around you. And I've had people say that that lady has more energy than anybody. I said that too. That lady has more energy than anybody ever. So and it's because of everything you do. But I'm so happy that you made those choices, because you could be sitting here today talking about how you initially got sick at age 22 and you've deteriorated, since then. But
Well, I'm lucky I'm here. I really am. I mean, my rheumatologists, my kidney specialists have all said that it's a miracle that I'm here. And so I'm here to tell you ladies that there's power in food. There's power in sleep. There's power in drinking, water. We take the things that we take for granted and we don't do them on a daily basis, but doing them consistently, exercising, getting out in the sunshine, breathing the fresh air, taking a walk. It all matters. Meditating, it all matters.
Consistency is key.
Yes.
In healthy living. So, Roe Melnicove, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I appreciate it, and all your positive energy. And ladies, I appreciate you watching and sharing this video with your friends. Again, thanks for joining our community of women over 50, embracing and navigating the second phase of life. I will catch you on the next video. But remember, I always like to remind you, try something new. Start where you are with what you have.